What's the deal, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So Saddiq Bey had a great rookie season, absolutely great rookie season. He made the all-rookie first team. He was a really good pick by the Pistons, the 19th overall pick. Great rookie season. However, there are clearly things that Saddiq Bey needs to improve on moving forward. And I know a lot of the things, the most common thing probably that you're going to hear from fans and people that watch Saddiq Bey, they'll say anything that involves improving inside the three-point arc, mostly finishing around the rim. And while yes, Saddiq Bey 100% needs to improve in those areas, specifically around the rim, there's a different angle I want to take with something I want to see Saddiq Bey improve on, which I think is the most important thing he needs to improve on. And if he does improve on this, what I'm about to talk about, I believe this also will in turn help him inside the three-point arc and also help him around the rim. And much like my last video, we're going to go ahead and dive into some film, break down what I'm talking about, and talk about the thing I believe is the biggest need for improvement from Saddiq Bey. And it's kind of three separate things all into one. It's his processing, his decision making, and his passing. However, before we get into the film real quick, let me just say, I'm not as high on Saddiq Bey as everybody else is. I think a lot of Pistons fans think he has an all-star type of ceiling. I don't. I think he can be a really good starter in the league. I'm really high on him getting to that. I just don't think he has that type of ceiling that most Pistons fans seem to think he has. However, I do want to say that he did show that he could possibly improve around the rim, and he did get better at that throughout the season, towards the end of the season. He has a long way to go, but I did want to start this off with some positives before we dive straight into the negatives about this film break I'm about to do, and show this play against the Toronto Raptors, where he really showed the improvement, or the flashes that he could improve, and the improvement he had made from the beginning of the season to the end of the season about finishing around the rim. In this play right here against the Toronto Raptors, Saddiq Bey is going to attack Gary Trent off the dribble from the perimeter. He does a nice couple dribbles between the legs, gives him a nice crossover between the legs, and does a nice finish going to his right with the defender coming from the left side, help side. Recognized that quickly and did a great adjustment in the air. However, now let's get into the breakdown, talk about the things I think Saddiq Bey really needs to improve on, and show you guys what he really struggled at this past season. I hope you guys enjoy it. What's the deal, guys? Welcome back to another breakdown. If you guys are watching this on Twitter, make sure you guys click on the full YouTube link so you can see the full breakdown. But let's get straight into it. So I've taken some heat over the last few weeks saying that I'm not as high on Saddiq Bey's ceiling as the rest of Pistons fans, and these are some of the reasons why. This is the area that I have Saddiq Bey that he needs to improve on the most, and it's kind of three different things in one. It's his processing, his passing, and decision making. I believe all those things will help him become a better finisher around the rim, and you guys will see why throughout the video. But if he does improve in all these areas, it does make his ceiling significantly higher. I just don't see it being realistic to expect him to improve in all these areas to the point to where you guys believe he becomes an all-star. But let's get into it. So here against the Denver Nuggets, you're going to see he takes this guy baseline right here, and stop right here. He has someone right here, right in front of him, underneath the basket. It basically helped the defense right there, waiting for him. He's going to stop for a second. He's going to keep going. And at this point, he has no shot right here. He has no shot. He's underneath the backboard. He's behind it. He doesn't have a shot here. There's no chance for him to get a shot up. Now, you could also say the spacing isn't great. It obviously isn't. But he forces up this shot where he has no chance at making it. There's no chance here. He forces it up, hits it underneath the backboard, had no chance of even attempting a make here. Those are the kind of plays that he has to eliminate. He takes too many of these type of plays where he just forces a shot that he has no chance at making. So we'll go ahead and go to the next play. He does it again here against the Charlotte Hornets. He's going to run this pick and roll with Isaiah Stewart here to the left. He's going to try to lose his man right here, which he kind of does. He goes straight into the body of Cody Zeller. Saddiq Bey is not an explosive athlete. We all know this already. And trying to attempt this type of finish is just something he's not capable of doing. You're going to see later on in the video there isn't a finish that he's capable of trying to do. And I'm going to give him some credit for that. But this right here is not one. And you're going to see it just does not go well for him. He's not able to get off the ground really at all here. And then even worse, he kind of has a pop right here to Isaiah Stewart that's wide open. And he doesn't take it, except he decides to force a tough shot that he just really has no chance at making. Here's another play against the Washington Wizards where Saddiq just, again, has no chance at making the shot he attempts. But he does it anyways. And he does this. He did this a lot towards the end of the season. My thinking is that he saw how bad he struggled at the beginning of the year, and he really wanted to prove that he could be better around the rim and inside the arc than he showed at the beginning of the year, and he started forcing the issue. Either way, he took way too many of these type of shots where he just has no chance at making it. So you're going to see he tries to take Denny Avisa off the dribble to the baseline. Ish Smith comes to help over here along the baseline as well. He's going to spin away here, but still, he has no shot here. I mean, look, there's like 3 people around him. Now, once again, you can say the spacing isn't great. Corey Joseph probably should have been spotting up instead of running up straight to him. But still, that doesn't mean chuck up this type of bad shot, in which he's going to do, which hurts his percentages inside the arc. Simply, like I said, I believe if he eliminated these just bad decision makings, this bad shots that he decides to take, he would be a lot better at finishing on the rim. His percentages would look a lot better, and he'd be much more efficient. He just needs to eliminate this kind of thing. This is all decision making. Yeah, so this is a play where Saddiq Bey actually shows, this is one of the positives with him driving to the rim. Here, he's going to take his time. Frank Jackson's going to kick over to him to the wing. James Harden's going to come up to him, going to try to stop him. He gives him a nice move, and a nice crossover between the legs, bring back another crossover to his right. He beats James Harden off the dribble. Now, this is the type of play you should have no problem with Saddiq trying to do. The help snaking over here, help sticking over there, help, I don't know where Jeff Green's at, but he's not really anywhere. So he has a clear cut to the rim. There's no help. This is not going to be a bad shot right here. So if he gets to the paint, he jumps off 2 feet, which he seems to be a 2-foot dunker. If you watch all his dunks, all of them come off 2 feet. So he's a 2-foot jumper. He's going to attempt Claxton at the rim here, but he does a good job at using his body to protect himself and get an and one right here. These are the type of plays that Saddiq can do and he should be trying to do. Along with Saddiq Bey's decision making, kind of tied into that is his passing. I'm not asking for Saddiq Bey or saying he needs to become like Killian Hayes with passing, but he simply needs to be smarter. He needs to be able to process when help comes and make the obvious pass. I'm not even asking him to make like second level reads or anything like that. He simply needs to be able to make the obvious pass, which he really lacked to do completely his rookie season. So you're going to see here, Mason Plumlee is going to be posting up this defender right here. It's not going to go well with Mason Plumlee. We all know that. He's going to kick out to Saddiq Bey here. And then Saddiq Bey is going to attack. Okay, this is a good attack. He's coming straight down the lane. This help defender's coming. I think all of us watching this right now know who the pass should be. Mason Plumlee is going to drop. He's going to be wide open. Instead of dropping this off, though, like this bounce pass right here, this is very obvious. This is a very easy play. All of us, anyone who hoops, could simply make this in a pickup game. This is a simple bounce pass right here. This is simply decision-making and being capable of making an obvious pass. Instead, he's going to attempt him at the rim. He has no chance at really making that because Saddiq's not that explosive. He's just not that type of player, and Saddiq needs to know that. This play right here I really wanted to highlight because this is when Svi was still on the team, and it kind of highlights the type of passes I believe that Saddiq needs to be able to make. These aren't like high-level passes, I don't believe. So you're going to see Svi go around. He's going to be patient. He's going to come around here, and he's going to see Saddiq wide open right here. I don't think this is a very hard pass to make. Svi was able to make this pass. This is the kind of thing I wish we could see from Saddiq. But anyways, Saddiq's going to get this pass right here. He's going to attack off the dribble. He doesn't really have a shot here to try to make this. He's not that explosive. He's not that type of finisher. He just isn't. So instead of you trying to force it, get a foul maybe, or try to prove that you're something that you're not, make the simple pass to the wide open three-point shooter right here. LaMelo is ball watching. Biyombo has helped all the way down from one of your best three-point shooters over here. Make the easy kick out. There's 4 seconds on the shot clock. You don't have to force this shot. This is a tough shot for you to make. Now, you could probably assume or say that he could probably make this. You could probably say he needs to learn how to make that left-hand layup. But also, I'll say you need to be able to make this type of easy pass. This is a very obvious pass that Saddiq needs to make to this corner right here. Look how wide open Svi is. And even if LaMelo comes over here after ball watching, then you got a wide open right. You're going to see it again in this Hornets game. They're going to run this pick and roll with Mason Plumlee. And Saddiq, again, is going to do the same thing here. He's going to take Terry Rozier off the dribble. He kind of gets him on his back, which was fine. He's going to come into Cody Zeller. And there's just like, come on. There's no shot here. He's not that explosive. Again, I'm going to sound like a broken record. Saddiq needs to know and accept, I'm not that type of player. I'm not explosive. You're going to try to do some things like this. You have to be crafty. You can't just jump into the guy when you're not that explosive and expect something to happen. This is a bad shot. He has no chance at this. And the bigger thing here, again, this is when Svi was on the team. Svi is wide open over here. LaMelo's in the paint. He's in the paint. He's in the paint. He's ball watching. Like, you have Jeremy at the top of the key you could probably throw it to. You have Svi who's going to be wide open over here. If you give it to Svi, he could probably give it to DeLine over here. There's so many different options here that you can do that's better than trying to go at Cody Zeller as a non-explosive athlete. And you guys know how this goes. There's no shot. Here's another one against the Phoenix Suns. You're going to see Jeremy Grant come off this curl right here. He's going to attack, and he's going to kick out to Saddiq Bey over here in the corner. He makes this kick out to Saddiq. Saddiq gives Cam Johnson a nice pump fake. He gets a step on him right here, which is good. He gets the step on him right here. Look, right here. Saddiq, again, he just doesn't have the explosiveness to even attempt this finish. He has no chance here. Saddiq cannot make these type of finishes around the rim. You want to know what he could do? This simple jump off to Isaiah Stewart. Now, this is a little bit of a tougher pass. You can't just simply bounce past it because you got some help right here. But a simple lob to right here would have done. You beat your defender off the dribble. You got the second help to come over. You did your job. Now you got a wide open dunk for Isaiah Stewart. Instead, he's going to force a tough shot again that he just simply has no chance at making. You're going to see him right here. He's going to go straight into DeAndre Ayton's body. And he didn't even get the shot up. He doesn't even get the shot up. He loses the ball on contact. Saddiq Bey is not capable of doing these type of finishes. If Saddiq Bey eliminates these type of shot attempts, improves his decision making, improves his processing to see when the defense is coming, improves his passing to be able to make the simple passes, not these next level reads, but the simple passes, that would take his game to the next level. We'll see if he's able to do it. That's my biggest area of improvement for Saddiq Bey.